What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Today I have another NU match. This one's against Greg, and I decided to bring a whole bunch of new interesting kind of stuff that I had going on. I got like 2 boxes of new Pokemon, so I'm gonna be messing around with some new stuff in my teams. And I decided to bring a Butterfree, like a Wormadam, friggin' Basculin, Sudowoodo, just some interesting kind of crap. But anyways, Greg over there is looking like he's got a pretty powerful team. I'm afraid of that camera up always. And the slacking, always powerful. I don't know, this guy's got some pretty, powerful shit. But anyways, let's go ahead and get it started. So, he's going to be leading off with his Halloween-ass Jack-o'-lantern-ass Gourgeist, as I lead off with Low-Fat the Butterfree. He frisks my Focus Sash and he realizes he's going to go for the Shadow Sneak on the first turn to break my Sash. And look at that damage, he gets a freaking critical hit on the first turn. So I was like, wow, that is real fun stuff right there. I decided to go for a Quiver Dance, thinking I was going to be able to live this next Shadow Sneak and be able to go for a Bug Buzz and destroy this thing. It is apparently not the case, as that critical hit went and fucked me real hard. So thanks, guy. You just killed a perfectly good Butterfree, and Butterfree didn't get to do a damn thing. So that's kind of the case when you bring a Butterfree, but, I ain't afraid of that shit. I'll fucking use Butterfree all damn day. Anyways, now I bring out my Pyroar, who is indeed Choice Scarfed, but I guess it doesn't really matter, as I would have outsped. Anyways, I missed my fucking Overheat, and I'm like, wow, beginning of the match just starting off real good already. Missed a freaking Overheat, Butterfree died because of crit, just a damn bummer. But anyways, now I hit my Overheat, as he hit me with a Leech Seed the turn prior. Don't really give a shit, as he's not going to be able to sap any HP for me because he dies. And then, yeah, Pyroar's looking pretty damn majestic out here, killing bitches, doing his thing. So now he brings out a Floatzel, as he makes a pretty nice play, predicts the switch, goes for the Pursuit, and gets another critical hit. And I'm like, dude, the Hacks gods are unhappy with me for some reason today. I don't know what the hell I did to piss them off, but, I don't know. But anyways, I bring out my freaking Wormadam, who is mysteriously floating in the air. I noticed Wormadam is supposed to be hanging from a tree, but, in a battle you apparently do not have a tree around, so this dude kind of just floats there like a badass. So I go for a Toxic on the switch. That Floatzel did not want to fuck with me, as in comes a freaking Camerupt, and I'm like, oh god, this thing is about to Mega Evolve and just start destroying shit. So I'm like, when in doubt, send in the Derpclops. I decided to bring in my my Dusclops because I'm pretty specially defensive, and I realized that, maybe I might be able to just kind of tank some attacks from this Camerupt fucking big-ass volcano thing, as he actually indeed sets up some Stealth Rock. So I sent in Dusclops, not too worried, didn't even get hit with an attack. I'm looking pretty solid over here, as the Camerupt is racking up that poison damage, so that's pretty cool. I decided to just go for a Nightshade, as seeing me go first, I was kind of like, wait, what the hell happened there, as he just goes for a Roar. And I was like, okay, this is kind of definitely a different kind of Mega Camerupt than I've seen before, but unfortunately, he roars me into my freaking Wormadam, who is gonna shudder from anticipation. He's like, yo, get me the fuck out of here. There's a move this Camerupt has that can completely destroy me, and that is exactly what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to switch out Wormadam, kind of hope that he doesn't go for a Roar again, as I was kind of thinking about staying in, predicting the Roar, but then I was like, no, I'm just gonna play it safe, send back in my Derpclops, take that Stealth Rock's damage. Derpclops generally doesn't give a shit, honestly, as he now goes for an Earth Power, and that is going to, it's going to not do too much to Derpclops over here. Look at that, no damage. This Camerupt is getting fucked up by a Clops right now. He goes ahead and, he actually just lets the Camerupt die, seeing as, he didn't really have a safe switch. It was no use kind of switching that thing out to just die to Stealth Rocks later. Actually, wait, I don't even have Stealth Rocks up yet this match, do I? I don't even have the Rocks up yet, holy shit. But anyways, he brings out this thing, who has a familiar looking nickname, as I go for the Pain Split, predicting him to hit me with a Shadow Ball, knocks me perfectly down to 18 HP, and I go ahead and share the pain with this motherfucker, as I get a lot of my health back and do a decent amount to this mushroom looking bastard. So that's pretty cool. I now decide to send in Pyroar, predicting the Shadow Ball again, but then I realize, hey, hold on a second, these Stealth Rocks are just gonna destroy me. So that's, that's real sad. My Pyroar could have came in handy, but unfortunately the Stealth Rocks get the better of you sometimes. So seeing from that damage he did to my Dusclops, I'm almost thinking this thing is Choice Specs. Honestly, that's kind of my hunch at this part in the battle. I now decide to send in Basculin. I realize, sending in Pyroar actually wasn't too bad, because now I get kind of a free switch into my fucking fish, as I go for a Crunch, predicting the Floatzel to come in. I didn't want to hit it with a water attack, so the Crunch is going to have to do it, but then I realize, maybe it's not the smartest idea to stay in. This thing's going to outspeed me. I don't know what it's going to want to do, and I'm like, when in doubt, send in the garbage. You know what I mean? This fucking, my garbage fucking trash cloak Wormadam is going to go ahead and eat up that waterfall. Leaves me with 69 HP, pretty swell, as I get some leftovers, and it's going to put me at about half. So now this Floatzel is going to go ahead and go for an Aqua Tail, as that is not going to be enough to kill my Wormadam. You got to bring more than that, Floatzel, if you're going to try to take out this beast. So I just decided to go for a Toxic, seeing as my only attacking move was Gyro Ball. I guess I could have just gone for it and killed this Floatzel, but in the long run, this Wormadam is going to come out on top because I do have Protect, and I can just wait for this poison damage to kill this thing. So the first round of damage does not kill it, and then I'm like, oh, I got that Protect, so you're pretty much screwed. Anyways, he saves his Floatzel for later, which is actually, you know, he's gonna save it for some death fodder or something, as I just go for the Protect as he brings in his Shroom. So I'm like, okay, this thing is a little bit scary. I don't know what it's gonna want to do. I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Protect. Look at my Wormadam just protecting all up over in this bitch. So he goes ahead. He locks himself into Thunderbolt. At least I assume at this point he locks himself into Thunderbolt, because that damage to my Dusclops earlier kind of led me to believe that he was Specs. So I actually decided to risk it here. I go ahead and switch into Too Fabulous, my Sudowoodo, as he goes for the Thunderbolt, and that is going to do a dickload of damage to my Assault Vested ass Sudowoodo. I honestly did not expect it to do that much, and, you know, my Sudowoodo actually kind of failed this match. I even got paralyzed on that shit. So good job, Too Fab. Real solid job just soaking up that electricity and then just dying. So yeah, that's kind of a bummer. Luckily though, Basculin is quite the beast, as this thing is gonna play a pretty major role in this match. I send back out Basculin, as I'm gonna go ahead and go for I actually went for an Aqua Jet, which was kind of a misplay. I was gonna outspeed anyways, and I knew he was probably gonna switch, so I should have went for the Waterfall. But either way, the freaking Aqua Jet's gonna do a decent amount to the slacking that he sends in. And then I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna send in Derp Clops if he wants to hit me with a Giga Impact. I don't know what this thing's gonna want to do, you know what I mean? Maybe it'd be a good play to send in Derp Clops. He actually ends up going for the Earthquake, which is actually completely fine, because Derp Clops, you know, just kind of soaks that damage up, as he's gonna go ahead and switch out because he does not want to be truant just sitting around there loafing around like a piece of bread. So I go for the Will-O-Wisp, trying to land that on that slacking, but he just brings in the Floatzel for death fodder, and that thing is going to go ahead and die to the toxic damage. So Dusclops is looking pretty cool out here. Unfortunately for me though, he is now able to bring in the Shrooms, who is going to be able to go for the Shadow Ball, and that is definitely going to kill Mr. Derpclops, and at least I know that this thing's locked into Shadow Ball at this point. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, I guess, because I can just bring in my Basculin and scare this thing away with an Aqua Jet. I actually just end up, nope, not an Aqua Jet. I end up just going for a Waterfall. See, this time I smartened up and I just went for the fucking Waterfall. I was like, why did I Aqua Jet last time? You know, who knows? I outsped it anyways. My freaking Bass is an absolute beast, as now he's gonna bring out Whacking the Slacking again, who he goes for the Shadow Claw. He told me he went for the Shadow Claw because he expected Basculin to be pretty frail and to die anyways, in case I wanted to bring in my Dusclops, I guess. But that is not the case. Basculin lives that shit. I'm able to do a lot of damage with the Choice Banded Waterfall, and that is pretty awesome. So now he's going to go ahead and switch into the Archeops, who is going to get fucked up by a Waterfall. That is going to hurt, Archeops. You're going to feel that in the morning for sure. So that thing goes ahead and dies. I guess he wanted to save his Slacking for later. He, I guess, kind of prioritized Slacking over the Archeops, so now I just realized, you know, all I gotta do is just save my freaking Basculin for later. I'm gonna go ahead and switch into Garbage here, who is going to get kind of destroyed by this Shadow Claw. But you know what, Garbage, I'm actually pretty damn proud of you. This Wormadam has been putting it in NU lately. I'm telling you, man. You want to fuck some people up, use a Wormadam, thing's a beast. So I am able to bring in Basculin one last time, my last Pokemon, live the freaking Stealth Rocks with 5 HP, and I'm able to go ahead and Waterfall this thing on its truant turn. So the Slacking gets destroyed by a Waterfall, and the MVP of this match for sure has to go to my Bass. That was damn ridiculous. I have not been using Basculin enough, apparently. This thing is awesome. It's got that adaptability. This thing is a beast. Either way though, click the thumbs up button if you guys enjoyed, and I will have some more Wi-Fi battles up soon. Peace out.